Konnichiwa from Japan, Rich Fay here for the Manchester Evening News. You might be wondering why there's that cloudy mountain in the background. That is actually Mount Fuji. I was meant to record this post-match video either last night or earlier today. Truth be told, I kind of forgot. Had a day out to Mount Fuji with Sam Lee, went on a pedalo, a swan-shaped pedalo, almost got rescued by the Coast Guard. It is staggeringly hot. I am definitely sunburned. I've got greasy hair. I don't care. It's the day after Man City's pre-season opener. They won 5-3 against Yokohama Marinos. John Stones with a goal, Julian Alvarez with a goal, Rodri with a goal, and 2 from Erling Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne, incidentally, wasn't involved, but after the game, Pep Guardiola said he does hope to have him involved at some point of a pre-season. He is close to a return. We're not sure yet. He's not trained with the City side. He could be potentially involved against Bayern Munich on Wednesday. He could be involved against Atletico Madrid as well in Seoul later this week. But as for the game itself, Kevin Muscat, the Yokohama manager, said that he didn't want to change the style of play really of his side, the J-League team, who are going for a J-League title at the moment. They're second in the division. They're already about halfway through the campaign, and he said he's wanted to stick with the style of play that has been the bread and butter for them of this campaign really so far, and he wanted to match City with that open and energetic style of play. He could have gone a lot more defensive. He could have tried to grind out a result, but he just said that wasn't in his interest really. He wanted to try to play expansive attacking football, and he had a lot of joy of it early on. Yokohama flew into a 2-goal lead, and they could have had a lot more. City did control the opening sort of stages of the match, but there wasn't too much joy about it. They weren't really doing much with the ball. Ortega in goal just sort of moved the ball about because he could, and there wasn't really too much energy. It was a tough night for Calvin Phillips, but he did play a key part in City's equalising goal to make it 2-2. But like I said, they went 2-0 down. It could have been more, but the response was good. Cole Palmer was excellent, I thought, in the first half. One of the standout players for me overall. City got one back after a neat bit of play on the right. Ball fell to John Stones in the box. He fired into the top corner to make it 2-1. And then on half-time, Calvin Phillips rushed the opposition goalkeeper, forced him into an error, and Julian Alvarez tapped home. And it was 2-2. 7 minutes after the break, City had made 10 changes at half-time, by the way. It only took 7 minutes for Erling Haaland to score, and he's off the mark already. Pep Guardiola said after the game that Erling Haaland is actually looking fitter now than he was at the same stage of last pre-season. So Premier League defences, be warned, Erling Haaland is back, scoring goals, and he's fitter than ever. City then were in total domination really. Rodri scored a lovely curled effort from long range to make it 4-2. Yokohama got another one on the break. A bit of a mix-up between Ortega and Rico Lewis. I thought Rico Lewis was good. Other than that, Oscar Bob as well impressed at half-time, as did Sergio Gomez. And then City added another one right at the death. João Cancelo, who earlier in the week Pep had indicated could potentially still have a future at the club after being included in the pre-season tour squad. Brilliant cross in, Haaland to tap in. Erling Haaland had 3 touches of the ball. He scored 2 goals. That is what this machine of a man does. And City are off the mark, and a really good start to the pre-season tour. It was a bumper crowd, 61,000 supporters in the national team stadium in Japan, which is a J-League record. It's the most attendance for a J-League match. It was technically the J-League World Challenge. It was double the attendance that had been to watch Yokohama against Celtic in midweek. But of course that was midweek, so there's a bit of mitigation there on why the attendance would be lower. But still, it was Man City mania. Incredible to see. And the perfect start for City on this pre-season tour. You know, to get a win is all that matters. Well, isn't all that matters. It's all about fitness, isn't it? But it was turned to the point where every time I was tweeting Yokohama had scored, there was like a lot of jokes being directed at City. But this City team who have just come back, who are still finding their feet and trying to sort of get in the rhythm again, made it look easy at times. And you sense if they really wanted to, they could have won by a greater margin. There were some sloppy errors at the back that if they cut them out, then they'll be absolutely fine. Like I said wrongly there. Winning doesn't matter, but it certainly is a bonus in pre-season. City off the mark, 5-3 against Yokohama. We'll be back to follow them against Bayern Munich in midweek before they take on Atletico Madrid in Seoul at the end of it. And yeah, like I said, impromptu video here from Mount Fuji because I forgot to do one earlier in the day. I apologise about that. The result is I'm sunburned, I've got greasy hair, so the joke's on me really. But thank you very much for following our coverage throughout our time here in Japan so far. There'll be more of it to come on the Manchester Evening News website. So take care, stay tuned, and we'll see you again next time.